In this video, I'm going to show you a little thing you can do that's going to make your map, I don't know, a lot more immersive, imaginative. It's going to make it feel much better described, more descriptive, and less robotic. And that is by overriding the default "you can't go that way" message. So if you take a look at the one room in this project, it says you are standing high atop a cliff at the ocean's edge. To the south is impenetrable jungle. To the north, the cliff ends at a 1,000-foot drop to the rocks below. So that is, it's like I can't go north because I'll die, and I can't go south because the jungle's too thick. But if I run my project and I try to go north, it just says you can't go that way, and I go south, you can't go that way. Well, that's kind of unsatisfying. It really, again, it makes the game kind of feel robotic, like it's just relying on the built-in machinery of the game engine, rather than kind of telling you, kind of making it feel like you're in a story that's being crafted by an author. But we can fix that. So let's look at this button right here, customize "you can't go that way" messages. So let's open up this, and this is on a room by room basis here. And if I click north here, let's put in something else. Dude, 1,000-foot drop to death. All right, right. Or you could say, like, you would certainly perish on the rocks below, or something like that. And then for the south, let's say the jungle is far too tangled to to navigate, or something like that, right? So it's put in a quick one-line sentence why the player can't go that way. And now let's click save, and let's run this again. And if I try to go north, you can say, it says, dude, what 1,000-foot drop to death, right? So or if I try to go south, the jungle is far too tangled to navigate. And I didn't do anything with east and west because it's just a little demo. But that isn't that much more descriptive? Doesn't that help build that world in the player's mind much better than "you can't go that way"? And especially, you would perish on the rocks below, or something, would be a much better and far more serious thing than I just wrote right there. But you can see that. But just that one little change really helps build that world, helps the player picture that world in his or her mind. Now, do you need to do that for every room? No, of course not. Especially, I'd say, interior spaces. If you, if you're in a hallway, right, and you say this is a long east-west hallway, and the player tries to go north or south, you can't go that way is fine, right? Or maybe you're in a dead end. You could have all the other exits. You could have the messages say the only exit is to the west, or something. You could actually turn these messages into something helpful. So those are some ideas. Generally, you don't need to go customizing the "you can't go that way" messages, particularly for interior spaces. But if there's a real, like, a boundary in your game, a cliff, a mountain range, a swamp, an impassable swamp, something that the player can't do because it's too dangerous, then I would probably put in a custom message for that. And it doesn't take a lot of work, and it really makes that writing much better. It makes that world that you're crafting or you're creating much more vivid in the player's imagination.